Hello guys, welcome back again. This is Dr. Cool Autofix Rainbows and Sunshine. Welcome back. In today's very video edition here, I'm going to be treating the topic, my car AC is not blowing cold enough. Like seriously, how much is enough? How really much is enough? Now, well, I'm just joking. I know a lot of you guys who are saying this knows exactly how the AC system of your car previously used to work, or maybe you have been inside your car and you see how incredible very well which your friend's AC performs very well, and when you come back to your own, it seems like someone kind of sweating behind the steering wheel. So I'm here to help you guys out today for free without asking for penny. Now there is something you have to understand. Let me bore you a little bit with facts which you need to know, which is contrary to the opinion of people who try to explain to you how the car AC system works. Now the unofficial answer is, which is the first answer which you want to get, is when your car AC is not blowing cold enough. Now this is what you need to do. Look at the temperature button. For this one here, it is not so, it has washed. This is often red and this is often blue on the side, right? I'm going to show you this in another car, red and blue. This one here is a dual zone AC system. So in that regard, so the first thing I want you to do is hit the recirculation button here, then reduce the fan speed to middle, right? Leave it to be at 3, if 3 is the middle. Then I want you to turn this one all the way down anti-clockwise to the blue. That's max cold. So in some cars you're gonna see it rating low right there on the screen, right? So I want you to turn your car, turn the temperature knob down to that low area. Then don't put it on auto, because the auto is going to override the fan parameter and increase it to the highest blower model speed. So do the same thing here. I want you to take a hand feel here. If it is still not blowing cold enough, now let's go somewhere. Let's go inside the hood. The latch should be open and should be somewhere around here or around here. So pull it and open it. Now let's go over there. Still, do not mess up with the settings which I've just told you to set it up. Now you come over here. For this one here, oh my gosh, this one is really very, very looking terrible. Now, I want you to take a hand feel here. Is it really cold to touch and it's sweaty? If it is cold to touch and sweaty, really cold to touch, then I know where the problem is coming from, because I've seen a lot of situations where this one is really cold to touch, but still people inside the cabin are really sweating hard. So the AC is still not cold enough. And the description for that is the AC is blowing cold, but it's not chilling. So I'm gonna get you to that a little bit moment. Let me explain the second phase to some other guys who theirs is not acting that way. Now let's say that you touch here and it's not cold to touch, and you touch this very liquid line here. This is the gas line and this is the liquid line, and this one is very hot to touch, not just warm. Then that's a different situation. Now what that means here for the second phase, when this one is hot and this one is barely cold to touch, that is a sign of bad expansion valve. And where is the expansion valve for this very car here? It's going to be hidden somewhere down there. That's where the expansion valve is. So you're going to be needing to replace the expansion valve. Now let's go back to the first one which I talked about. That first one there is before also I forgot. Let me not get to you that really fast, because you shouldn't rush into going to replace the expansion valve yet. I'm going to explain to you. Let me talk about the other one now. I will go to elaborate more on the expansion valve. For you guys that your own is colder to touch here and barely warm on the liquid line, you have a very little problem to solve. But you need to stick to the end of this very video, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do, and your car should be blasting really cold. Now let's go back. For most of you who I say do not be quick to replace your expansion valve, that you are feeling a hot sensation on this very liquid line here and a little bit warm here and not even cold to touch here, there are something which you need to do, which is a magical thing. The first thing which you need to do over there concerning that situation here is you step down here. When you step down here, you're gonna see this guy here. There is every tendency that you're having a clogged condenser that is full of dirt, like here. Not just only, wait, who said it's gotta be only the condenser that is clogged? When your condenser is clogged, there is also another guy that can prevent the AC system from blowing cold, which also you need to take a look at, which most of the times, most technicians actually don't pay a very good attention to that. Attention to detail is the key here. So you wanna go ahead and try to clean up the evaporator, the condenser, and make sure you did not damage the fin. I often recommend you using a pressurized washer and swing it like this after setting the gun, not like this. All right, swing it according to how the cells are standing, right, how the fins are standing. If you push it this way, you're gonna damage it. Now when you're done with this, you also want to do the same thing to the radiator. Now when your radiator is blocked and not allowing the hot air that is being fed into the condenser to be dissipated through here, then you're going to have a poor cooling system, right? So after flushing the two of them, and you can take a hand feel here and see if you're getting a really sensitive warm air coming out of the radiator. If you're getting a very good sensitive warm air coming out of the radiator, then you want to go ahead and take a hand feel at this again. If you should have a lot of improvement, all right? You should have a lot of improvement after performing that service. Now, the next thing you want to check, if suppose it still continues, maybe it's cold but not cold enough, just increase a little bit. You need to hook up your gauge set here and check the refrigerant level and the compressing ratio of your compressor, because it's either the compressor is weak or you are low on refrigerant. Any of these two are not going to play well with supplying you the colder air that's going to be cold enough to your own taste the way you complain. Now let's get back to the first guys, the first group, which they are on. When you touch it, right, you touch take a hand feel at the suction pipe here is colder to touch, and when you touch the liquid line, it's a little bit warm but not too warm to touch. In that situation, when I say that yours is a smaller problem, what you need to do is you head over to your passenger compartment right here, right? Head over here. Most oftentimes for most cars, your cooling filter is going to be located under this very glove compartment, right? You want to find it. For some cars, it might be right underneath here. For Mercedes and VW is going to be underneath here. For Toyota, you're going to open this glove compartment here to actually replace your cabin filter. Your cabin filter is plugged and need either a replacement or to dust off. Anyone that best suits you, but I'm going to recommend you replace it as soon as you get it out. When you're talking about that you're sweating inside the car, I'm certain that the air which is coming out of the vents right there is not even sufficient in the first place. If you leave this fan speed to be 3, you might barely feel the fan coming out. So that's a sign that you have a plugged cabin filter and need to clean it up, and your car AC should start blasting. Now for some other models, you might be able to find them here like Mercedes. You might be able to find it like this one also. You can see where this one is hidden, right? So this is where this very cooling filter is. So you need to pull it out, right? I'm pulling it out right now, but it's a little bit strong. Okay, so it won't come out, but it's supposed to come out. Okay, they don't want it to come out fully, so you can see the cooling filter. So let's get this one out. Okay, at least you can see what it looks like. So you can get it out and clean it up, then put it back, and that should improve your car AC system cooling. So guys, these are the little maintenance which your car AC needs. You need to carry out this maintenance. If the problem persists, then that is when you should think about. It could be a compressor problem, it could be a condenser problem, it could be a low refrigerant problem, but however, it is a problem which you need to find. And if you have checked this, you might also get the readings which you are getting over here on the head pressure and the low pressure, and put it on the comment section so I can take a look at it and tell you exactly what is wrong with your car AC if after checking it exactly the way I told you to check it. So don't forget, giving this video a thumbs up and share with others to make it rank with our algorithm and help others who are also searching for this information like you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.